each other in person was just a real like mind switch for me, you know, where it's like, this is real, you know, this is a real job, it's a real thing, it's a real career, these are real people, real friends.
Money's like the sixth sense that heightens all the other five senses.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Next Gen Traders YouTube channel. As you may or may not have seen over social media, most of us were in LA for the weekend, renting an Airbnb, having a great time, and attending the MIC meetup. By most of us, I mean everybody except for me. Honestly, really mad, but I know they had a great time. It was Xander, Sam, Alex, Josh, Aiden, and Jonathan. They had a great time and they met a bunch of cool people, so they'll talk about that later. But in this episode, we are just going to go over our January recap, kind of keep things loose, just going in order and talk about whatever we need to. And then if we have any remaining open discussion in the end, we will do that. So to start us off, Xander is going to start. And yeah, that's all I got for the intro.
So basically, my month of January, I put out a YouTube video, which was really good. It was kind of in the middle of the month, but I recapped like the last 3 months for me. And that video kind of explained how my trading has evolved, and it's become fully discretionary to fully systematic now. And yeah, and I'm still struggling with like sticking with it, but so far I've been pretty disciplined. So let me start sharing my screen already. So this is my trader view for the month of January. These are my full stats. It's a record month in terms of R. The first half was absolutely explosive, and then the second half was kind of like I was bleeding a bit, but the wins kind of kept me in there, kept me flat. And so that's where the high risk reward that I strive for now is keeping me alive even when the market sucks. And as a lot of you probably know, the market has sucked this month, especially. It's been dead slow. But these are some more of my stats. You could see 11.4R gross. Net, I am a little red, like literally like $10 commissions, but that's because 1R for me in January was only $15, and that's because I went through a massive drawdown, which made me size down for that month. But now I have an announcement, which is I'm sized back up, not all the way, but now I'm sized 2%. I'm risking 2% of the amount over PET. So my account right now is $26,700. And so what I do is 25,000, or that amount minus 25,000. So I have $1,700 over PET, and I'm risking 2% of that per trade. So this way I can compound my account and not have to think, should I size up this month? It's kind of done for me systematically. And also worst case scenario, I go through a 50R drawdown. I'm still above PET technically, and I could easily refund. And 50R drawdown, that should not happen with my system based on back tests. But yeah, besides that, something I'm looking forward to and actually implementing starting today, well, not today, but I'm starting to research it today, is I'm going to be adding to winners in my system. I'm going to start doing more tracking to find some more specific criteria to make sure I'm getting less cuts pre-market for my system. And those things alone are going to make my win rate will decrease. My risk reward should go up. So right now I'm averaging about like 2-to-1 risk reward, which isn't good. It's kind of like I'm barely profitable. It's almost hard to stay profitable in a tough market. But once I start adding to winners, I should be able to get easily over 3-to-1 risk reward on average per trade. And that'll make it a lot easier to survive in harsh market conditions. And then when market conditions are good, I should be able to excel a lot quicker than when I don't add to winners. And also be sure to follow my Twitter, because I'll probably I post all my charts there. I'm not sure how long I'll be posting charts, but for now I am, and you guys can kind of see my progress with the system there. But yeah, that's kind of all I had to say for this.
Once it's free, use it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I had to say for my month of January. I'm looking forward to February, April, March. You know, it's gonna be big months for sure.
On that note, Xander, about Twitter, everyone's Twitter link will be in the description. I know everybody posted some pictures and a little caption of the meetup from over the weekend. And by the end of February, Xander is going to be posting an awesome YouTube video.
Yeah, the
So
video is
look-
going to be uploaded here and on my YouTube channel, and it's going to be really, really, it's going to be a sick video, like literally the best.
Amazing. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, that was it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm beyond pumped for that. But yeah, January was an interesting month for me. It was a very difficult market cycle for my trading, which is outer lines. You know, it was okay for faders because you still got you know, a lot of trade options, even though a lot of them squeezed. But for outer lines, when you hit outer lines at market open, you need the strength for them to actually pop up there. So I really did not get many trades in January, even though this was the month that I felt the most prepared, like the most prepared at the market with my watch list and everything. But it was just a tough market. So I am ending the month a little bit red, but nothing that I can't make back in like 2 trades, honestly. So it's just whenever I can get those trades in, it's going to be very, very fast. You know, it was a really good month for me mentally. Of course, having the meetup and everything, just super exciting. I am starting to expand my playbook and starting to implement another system into my trading. And I will keep that pretty low key for a while as I implement it and perfect it. It's something I've done before, but I'm just going to play around a little bit. So that is going to be coming in some later episodes, kind of an update on how that is. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how this month has gone, and I have so much motivation going into, you know, February and the rest of this year. For those of you who believe in the Zodiac signs, this year is looking pretty good for me. The Chinese Zodiac, and this is the year of the Pisces. Sorry for anybody. So it's gonna look pretty good, Xander. Xander's pretty happy about it too. But no, I mean, I'm looking forward to this year so much. And my trading, it's like a snowball, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you guys feel that too. It just seems like every week and every month that goes by, it's just compounding and compounding and compounding. And it's just leading up to this momentum that is just about to burst. So I'm super, super hyped about it. So yeah.
Good. So
Amazing.
for me, I'll obviously share my screen.
Obviously. What's an episode without Alex sharing a screen?
So this is obviously not how I expected to start my year. Because I mean, if you go this is my first January, and I kind of like want to like, it turns out I have a like more red January than before, but obviously yeah, they don't really relate. So I started really good. The first 2 weeks were pretty solid, and I see it on many traders monthly charts. They all have good 2 weeks, and then the market became very difficult. And then yeah, I just I mean, obviously I gave back on my profits, but I still don't regret that because I tried new things. For example, I had 3 listed trades, my first list trade. So I'm trying, yeah, I'm trying them, but they just dumb. I mean, in my opinion, the one you listed is dumb. Like, I don't know. So it all started like it's very funny because here was like very solid, and then it all started with this trade. This was the day when I missed my setup because like the trigger was very weird, and then I got in a stock where I paid 100 in commissions. So right away I lost 135. And then the stock that I didn't get in, it then dipped and then worked for like 7 hours, but I wasn't there. So, and then just the downfall started, like only lost after that. So it is, yeah, kind of. And then I got big slippage here. So yeah, but then this is pretty funny because this happened on Friday. And so this trade right here literally covered on my month here with like one chain. It happened like on Friday, and then I swung to the Monday. It happened on Monday, and then I wanted so much to feel like that 4 hours, so I just saw it be green, but it didn't happen. So yeah, the stats
Good job,
again.
Alex.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
ABML.
Great start.
So the stats again are pretty good, but the winner just, I mean, horrible, but yeah, the overall like risk reward is still good, like almost 3 here. I mean, it is 3. So the only bad thing is this. I want to improve this to like at least 45%. I don't know, like 40, even 40% is okay. So yeah, and yeah, the risk, my risk for OTCs are still $40, and for listed it's like 10, 20. And then if you go here, this, so I started doing these things because now I trade. So it's 0% win on Nasdaq. And so yeah, this is my, like, this is the P&L that I look at. So it's literally 0.5 R. So it's almost nothing. I just missed a lot of trades. Like there were a lot of trades in the second half of the month, but they were like very difficult to like spot. So yeah, and I had it again, my 8 losing streak, and then again that covered. That was happened in the October, same thing. So yeah, overall not the best month, but still I like how I traded the first month, the first part of the month, and then just yeah. But I mean, it's still good. Yeah, and also it, because I had like 6 months in a row with like green months in a row, or 5. And even if you look at the gross month, my every month after March 2021 was green, but this one was gross also red. But yeah, obviously I don't focus on that. So what else we got? So I mean, yeah, I just trade the same process I do, even though cheese are very slow right now. I mean, if you just wait, for example, see here, this was my OTC setup. It still came even after like 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm just doing that, and I'm just trying to learn listed, and I'm going back to swing trading because I think in November or December I was thinking about learning it, but then I just kind of gave up on it. So now I'm going back, just watching the videos, and so yeah, this was all about my January. Again, not the best way to start, but I mean, still we already saw my one trade in February covered my whole January. So I'm just hoping to make February my best year, because February, I mean, I guess it's my month since February last year was.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I'm just gonna continue doing the same thing.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Man.
Great job. All right, am I next? Oh, I'm next. Okay, so January for me was very interesting. A lot of moving pieces. I'll start off by saying this: P&L wise, it was definitely my worst month by a lot. And I'm not focused on that, but the third week of January, I completely switched around my process. I really now notice the flaws of what I was doing before, and how if I were to continue to look for my former setup, that I would see it like never ever. And now I realize what I was doing, and exactly why stocks that are under VWAP are a lot more risky, and just to stick with ones that are over VWAP. That's actually one of my goals for February. Is I'm not going to trade a single stock that's under VWAP. It's going to help me trade less. It's going to help me be more selective, focus on my best trades. So like I said, third week of January, I switched my setup around, and then the final week of January, I made a switch within my new setup. And so so all last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I spent trading, the variation of my new setup. I ended up taking 8 trades. I ended up going literally break even, like 6 cents profit, like literally break even R wise and P&L wise. So I had a lot of good lessons in there. I was sized down because I'm also in a drawdown, but I feel really good about where I'm at right now. Today was a setup that I haven't really traded before, but I was looking at it for a while now. So I really have a clear footing of where I need to be, and just taking my line to line with consistency, and taking for what it is in this market, because as everybody said, it's a pretty slow environment. So I really don't have a ton to talk about, because I've got a lot of moving parts, and I'm still experimenting with a new setup. So in the next few weeks episodes, as I get more samples under my belt, and really try to have my new setup in place, I'll be able to update you guys more. Also, something random, I meditated for the first time this morning. It was really short. It was literally like 4 minutes of breathing, but I think it helped me a lot. I think it's something that I've been missing for a while. I feel like I always put my brain on go mode and never really stop it. So even like 4 minutes this morning was great. So that's random, but that was cool. And trading wise, I'm happy with where I'm at. And I think January was the exact point to realize that I need to turn the corner. And February will be starting that uptrend that I have been waiting for, finding my process. And like what they say, in your first year of trading, you're focused on learning everything and figuring out like what you like best. And then like in the second year is like when you find the process. And then the third year is when you go crazy. Obviously we're ahead of schedule due to what we do in our work ethic and stuff. But yeah, I'm just super excited for all of us, and I don't really have anything else to report with my trading. And yeah, that's really all I got. So Josh is gonna head up next.
Yeah, so I'll just add Lance. Yeah, I meditate too, but if I wake up early enough and there's not much running, then I'll meditate in the morning. But other than that, I meditate, then go into power hour, because I've been doing pretty well there. But yeah, my January first week was pretty solid with OTCs. And then second week, I remember like me, Alex, and a buddy of mine named Jay, we were trading OTCs and they would just get stuffed. So we would have to sell for, we would sell late day for like a 0.05 R gain or something like that, like something like just a scratch. So that was week 2 of January. And then week 3, I just switched to listed and I did pretty well. And then week 4, I just gave it all back. I gave back my profits. And I ended up like negative 0.5 R on the month. So yeah, not much, but I'm definitely good at adapting. It was just bad last week. And yeah, so that was my January.
Awesome. I think that's a common theme for all of us. I know that we all don't have a ton to talk about due to how the market has been lately. And, there's a lot of moving parts. So I think we're kind of, all in the same, sentiment right now. But, as Sam and Alex were talking about, February is a great month. So let's hope that it works.
Yeah, this month was good to, rent an Airbnb or something. That would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah. Nah, man, the meetup was absolutely insane. I guess you guys want to go into kind of open discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
But
well, let's first of all say that for all of us, January wasn't like the best month. So
yeah,
it's not like, how they say how you like it's gonna go, how you start, or like the way you start is gonna, I don't know how to say that. Like it says like when you start, and then it affects the whole year. But
right.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna do that, because it was just kind of like because we all kind of had. I mean, for example, Xander, he changed his thing, then Lance changed for us, and then for other of us, then the market wasn't that good. So I mean, we just did our best. So we're just gonna hope that in February they're different.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this stage of our trading career, a lot of us are just 1 year into it. And there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, months, weeks. And so as long as we're moving forward in our education and our learning, that's what really matters. Don't be so focused on the P&L in year 1 and 2. Like that's not what matters. It matters is, are you growing? Are you learning? Are you improving? And we're all doing that every single day, every single week, every single month. So that's what really, really matters.
And by the way, it's exactly 1 year, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
for me, the 1 year was the last week of January, so 25th was when I first started trading, like with real money.
Yeah.
My first trade, I think, was 28th. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, my first
Awesome.
trade was February 4th. Like my first official trade, and then the foundation of the Next Gen Traders was on January 29th of 20.
Well, that was the foundation of your Discord.
Which was the
wait.
We need to find the date that we all combine.
No.
That's true. We need to find the combination date.
That was the last week of March. That was when I was like, that was super red, and then the last week of March is when we joined.
Yeah.
I was the last one. I got in March 31st.
You just got like into like the last like train,
Yep. And I
Oh,
was
You are
so
a pretty
happy.
good entry.
yeah.
Yay.
Yes,
Love
sir.
it. Love it.
But yeah, so I mean, the meetup that we all had was absolutely amazing. Getting to meet all of you guys in person, except for Lance, that is still coming, my guy. The time will be soon. But you know, it's crazy because as traders, and anybody who's listening, I'm sure you guys relate to this. Like, as traders, it can be so lonely. I mean, you're literally sitting in your room in front of your screens on your desk. And just our tag group in general is so amazing, being able to talk with other people and joke around all day. But really meeting each other in person was just a real like mind switch for me, you know, where it's like, this is real, you know, this is a real job, it's a real thing, it's a real career, these are real people, real friends, you know. And so it was so encouraging to meet everybody, obviously you guys and MIC and some of the moderators there, where it's like, this is real and this is going to last, you know what I'm saying? It was just really, really encouraging to be able to do that. I don't know if you guys had felt that same kind of change or not.
Dude, I felt that change and I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I literally felt that, just like seeing you guys, and I talked to you guys on Zoom for a little bit, but I felt that in, I wasn't even there. And literally this is like just the beginning for all of us. And, as we all evolve as traders, there's so much, fun stuff and that we'll be able to do in the future together. And I love the quote that when people say, "You show me your friends, I'll show you your future." And I just think about that and I say, I got a damn good group of friends to say that saying with. And
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another thing I remember I said in the chat, I was like, I couldn't believe that I like was part of the group. For example, during the meetup, Sam was talking like with the mic, and I remember Josh also said, he's like,
He's
oh,
like, I know that guy.
yeah, I know the guy. Yeah, like because we think that like we're very fortunate to be together, and then it's like when we see other people talk about like individuals of us, we're like, oh, he is my friend.
Yeah.
And it's like I compared it with Jack and Kyle, how they like have, like they have other friends, and then we look to them and like we envy them. They're like, oh, you're a friend of Jack Kelly, and the same thing here, but like just in the beginning. So like in the future, then other people is gonna say the same thing about us. So yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah.
It's so cool, man. I mean, this is the place to be. Like, this is literally where it all starts, and the recipe for success is in each and every one of us, and we're playing it out every single day. So there's literally no way that it doesn't lead to that same place, it's so, man. And that's just that feeds into this whole last year. 2021 is wrapped up for us. We're going into 2022, and I just, no matter how the year went and the ups and downs, obviously for me, there was really big ups and downs just in my own personal life. But the year, when I look back over it, I mean, my entire life has just been flipped upside down with trading, and January and February starting, and I've not looked back once. Literally, it was a 2-week period that I learned about day trading and signed up and started learning. And there has not been a week. There has not been a 3-day period in my life that has not been filled with trading since that point. And that has never happened a day in my life. When me and Xander used to have conversations back in month 2 and 3, where it's like, this is the stage that I would normally be moving on from my hobby. Yeah. This is the stage that I would normally be bored. Yeah. This is the stage that I would normally be finding something else to be doing now. And it was just not once did I ever consider giving up. Did I ever consider moving on or switching or trying something different? And that is not to say that there was not the hardest drawdowns that I've ever experienced, the hardest emotions that I've had to overcome, the most heart-wrenching days and nights of just frustration and anger and annoyance with trying to learn things. But throughout all of that, I never faltered. And you guys, I know, have a very similar experience. But that was just like when I think of 2021, that's what I think of. It's just nonstop dedication towards trading.
Yeah, and something I want to say is I learned about trading when I was like 13, as some of you might know, and like every year after that, 14, 15, 16, like Sam said, I got into it for about a month or two, and then I quit. And I am confident to say that without a group, your chances of quitting are drastically higher. If you have a group of like-minded people, your chances of quitting are very low. So yeah, like once I built the group, like there was no quitting after that because it's all like a competition and you all have the same desires. But if you're just trading alone, you have nothing to motivate you through hard times, and you're just like, okay, let me go on to the next thing. Like this is not worth it. Or, you have to have competition. You have to have people also going through the same thing as you and in the same spot as you, just so you're motivated to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult. Like you show up to work and you not only don't make money, but you lose money
Yeah.
for months,
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the energy that I'm just taking into 2022. It's just like 2021 was the foundation and the struggle. And now I have a clear vision. Obviously, there are so many kinks that I need to work through and perfect in my trading, but I know exactly what my goals are. I know exactly where I'm going to end up. I know exactly what I need to work on, what I'm good at, what I'm bad at. And so going into 2022 is just going to be the year of finalization. You know what I'm saying? Like after 2022, that is leading into the rest of our lives. I mean, we started that this month, with the meetup and meeting each other and really just being like, okay, this is the beginning of the life that we are daily creating for ourselves. Nobody is giving us any of this shit. I mean, we are lucky to be born and live and where we do and have what we have, not taking any of that for granted and not, acting as if we're not very lucky in that, but nobody is giving us this shit. We are working hard for this. 90% of traders fail, and almost everyone in our group is going to be a part of that 5% of people, 1% of people who make it a lifestyle and who make it as a living. And so you don't do that without making your own path and working hard for it and earning it with blood, sweat, and tears, which we have all done,
Strong.
Yeah, not only did were we like one step ahead and one step further to living the way we wanted to, but we also talked to people that live that way, where they go to fancy restaurants, they eat whatever they want, and they don't look at the price. Or like Steven, one of the mods in MIC, who literally just came from Europe, and then he's gonna go back to Europe. Like that's just what he does.
Yep. Yeah, that's my future. 2022 is going to be the beginning of my travels. Xander and I have got a couple trips that we are in the making of for the end of this year. I've got a couple coming up in just a month or so, but we've got a lot of things in the works, and it's just so exciting to start to see the next stage of our lives play out. It's really awesome.
So one of the main takeaways I took from the meetup is I remember, I think Bao, he was saying like, if you're not happy right now, you won't be happy with a lot of money. Like it's not gonna change anything. You'll just have a lot of money and you'll just be depressed. And so I told you, said in the chat, I was like, right now I am happy and I don't care that I'm like losing money or like making nothing. Like it's like we're not making anything, but I'm just happy to be like in this group. And the fact that we've been together for like almost a year and like we're still doing it, even though we're not making anything, like that means like that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
So if we're enjoying it right now, then imagine how much we're gonna enjoy it with a lot of money. And and then I just compared like, so we went for 2 days in LA, we rented the Airbnb and like other things. And so we literally paid like 400, maybe 500 max for each person. That's literally like nothing. Like in 1-2 years, 2-3 years, it's literally one trade. Like you just wake up, make one trade.
Yeah,
that's 1
that's
hour.
it. Yeah, that's literally like 1 hour.
1 hour.
So it's like, and at that time, it's not like with our big traders, then the house is gonna cost more. It's gonna cost the same amount, just we're just gonna be making more. So just like compare what we can do, in the future.
Yeah, Tosh said at the MIC meetup that money's like the 6th sense that heightens all the other five senses. So it's not everything, but it does help every other aspect of your life.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very true.
absolutely.
Flip it.
Nice. Yeah, I love the emotional analysis that Alex and Sam did there, and Josh was butting in too. But I think the main thing for me is like when we look back, 6 months, 8 months, a year ago to where we were, we're just like stunned because we don't even like remember like being in those stages. And as Sam said, he never even had a single thought of giving up, no matter how hard it is. And it has been so incredibly hard for all of us. I know we all are going through the same, types of things. But as you guys were talking about, and this weekend, I know I wasn't there, but you guys made it real. And I think it was the perfect timing to make it real as well. And as a glimpse of when all of us are starting to find our footing, like, okay, I've got a clear vision, and if I keep up my repeatable following my process, this is what's going to happen for me. So
yeah, absolutely. It was just a glimpse, man, just a glimpse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we were like extra fortunate with the dinner and everything. We got to hang out with
yeah.
like true people who have the lifestyle we want. Like,
Yeah,
And then
one-on-one.
I remember Lance posted on Twitter the gif of lions, and I was like, we're still missing a few lions there.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
where
it
are we gonna have?
sucks, but it's over now, and all we can do is look forward to the next time. And I was there in spirit, and I wish nothing more than to have been able to go. But next time,
Yeah, there will be a next time. There will be
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
many
Of
next
course.
times.
And hopefully pretty soon. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're gonna have like probably
Twice,
more
three
than like
times a year.
200 trips in our lifetime,
Ooh.
300, 500 maybe. Like that's one that's the first
Look at
one
that.
out of so many.
my guy, thousands.
Yeah, yeah, sure, thousands. Yeah.
Thousands, my guy. I'm taking a trip at least once a month for the rest of my life. All right.
Yeah.
Run the football. Run the football.
Oh my gosh.
nice. Love
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
Alex,
so
you got something
I
to
have I have a good thing off topic. So this today, the February 1st, I started 75 hard, and yeah, I posted on my Twitter
Man.
like right after our meetup when I like ate all like random food. Now I have to like eat healthy food and all that.
Yes,
So, yeah.
sir.
Well, obviously the main thing I started doing that's not to like improve my like body or anything, because it's already in good. Everything is good. I'm just doing it to improve trading, because I'm just doing it to improve discipline, which is gonna improve trading.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's my main thing. So today is day 1, and if I don't fuck up, I should end on April 16th. So
All right, we'll hold you
see.
accountable.
Yeah, April 16th is the 75th day, and that's
Awesome.
gonna be, where is it? Yeah, Tuesday. So
Nice.
we'll see.
Looking forward to the
I mean,
progress.
I am confident that I'll finish it. So I'm not gonna say we will see. We will see me be like, we will see me be done with this.
Yeah.
Awesome. Most definitely. Anybody got anything else to add?
I think that's good, man. Just
Yeah.
take this energy into 2022.
Beautiful.
Next one in
Love it.
Florida, next meetup.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Traders for a Cause. I'm gonna be there.
October.
So maybe
Yep.
that's one that we could all go to.
I'm going.
You are? That's
Are
sick.
you?
I'm gonna go.
Wait, where is it? This isn't.
It's in
Oh,
Vegas.
yeah,
most
it's
likely.
Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah, we don't need to flights. We can just drive, Josh, but not
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Audi.
Vegas,
We don't have
Amsterdam,
enough
maybe a
electricity.
Florida trip. Maybe if Dom and Huddy have their meetup, we'll go to that. Like all of it.
Yeah,
Go
you
to
should
everything.
Yeah,
have.
definitely. There's a lot of
Tim
good
Sykes,
stuff for the
a
future.
lot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the one and only. We already met one goal, so we need another one.
Yeah.
All right. So
Especially
yeah,
like me and Alex's style.
Yeah.
great episode, everyone.
Yeah.
Guys, be on the lookout. Turn on post notifications for the episode or for the vlog coming out, because it's gonna be so sick. And I can't wait to make more vlogs in the future. Maybe hire a professional, videographer to follow us around and edit it. That'd be pretty
Ooh.
sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the beginning of many. So I hope you guys enjoy following us. We're definitely going places, and I'm excited to just keep tracking it along the way so you guys can watch and enjoy. See you all in the next one.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Cheers.
Absolutely.
It's I think I
Look at it.
Oh my
I
gosh.
knew Xander was
Damn, we
Xander
said
was
that at the
definitely
exact same
acting up.
time in the chat.
Oh, what the
Xander, look at you, my guy. You are
what
like,
the
you are fucking baked.
He doesn't remember that picture.
You are so baked.
I don't remember that picture, no.
I freaking knew it.
Oh my gosh, Xander, you are baked.
That
Oh,
is funny.
We're not putting that. We're not putting
Yes.
this on here. Delete it.
this is going in there. Fuck.
That is going in there. Alex has the
No,
has
because
the
you
power.
know. I don't
No, we
know.
don't want to ruin Xander's future.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Someone
my
would get me for that.
good lord.